Solve algebraically the simultaneous equation. Well, we know the first thing to do with these is to look at the top one. It's not a standard simultaneous equation, so we can't use that menu A simultaneous equation on the calculator because of these awkward squares. So you've got a choice. Do you want to get x on its own in the top equation or the second equation? Clearly it's the second equation we want to get x on its own for. X is 1 minus the 2y as we move it over. I like to circle the 2y, 1 minus 2y, and I like to circle the x in the first one, and we'll replace x with 1 minus 2y. So we've got two lots of, instead of x I'll write 1 minus 2y, it says that's squared, minus y squared equals 17. Of course this should be in brackets. I think the next thing I would do probably, because I'm a little bit worried about expanding this in my head, I would doodle a 1 minus 2y times 1 minus 2y. You could write it out twice and use FOIL if you prefer, or claw. When we expand those, we get 2, open brackets, 1, minus 2y is minus 4y, plus 4y squared. That bit is that bit, and I'll carry on writing the rest of this. Minus y squared equals 17. I think there's an awkward bracket here, so let's just expand that. 2 times 1 minus 2 times 4y plus 2 times 4y squared minus the y squared equals 17. Now quite clearly here we've got a quadratic, but quadratics are supposed to equal 0, so let's move that 17 and tidy up this 8y squared minus y squared. 8y squared minus y squared is 7y squared minus the 8y, and 2 minus the 17 gives me an answer of minus 15. That's equal to 0. There's lots of different ways of solving this quadratic. Personally, with a calculator, I would go menu A, I've got options of simul equation or polynomial. This is quite clearly a polynomial. So menu A, 2, the degree is 2 because it's squared, and I can type in 7 minus 8 equals minus 15 equals, and press equals again. Now the calculator lies to me a little bit. It says x is 15 over 7. Clearly it actually means y is 15 over 7. I'm going to press SD and go 2.14. And x is, I don't have a clue. We'll come back to that later. Or press equals on the calculator and it says y is minus 1. And x is, I don't have a clue. The thing I can do to find the x is, notice how I circled this earlier on. X is 1 minus 2y. So I'll get this 2.14 and I'll type into the calculator 1 minus 2 times 2.14, and it tells me y, x is minus 3.28. And then I'll do the same with this minus 1. 1 minus 2 times minus 1 equals, and it tells me x is 3. You have to tell the examiner which one goes with which. That one goes with that one, and the minus 1 goes with the 3. If it asks for coordinates, give it as coordinates. Here it doesn't, and they would take a mark off if you gave the answer as a coordinate if they did not ask you to.